So, my parents tortured me as a child. Now, I'm not talking like medieval torture, obviously, but like they used my greatest fear and they turned it against me. My first memory of this was when I was like 7 years old. We took a trip down to Wisconsin Dells. And I did like the little kid roller coasters and stuff like that. I'd actually been on like a proper roller coaster before. My parents decided that I was old enough to, but I had this fear of roller coasters and heights, and so I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll go. But as soon as I got on the ride, like my mind goes haywire. Like, what could possibly go wrong? My mind immediately goes to the worst possible situation. So like, the ride could suddenly like break off. We could hit this jump, and we'd all go flying into space. Or it could like malfunction, and we could get stuck on the very top and die horribly. Yeah, that probably wouldn't happen. This roller coaster was my first actual roller coaster. It was called Hades. And like, I remember it so vividly. Like, it would reach the top and it would go shooting down into these tunnels. And it was so dark and scary and like, you couldn't hear a thing. I couldn't breathe. I was horrified. Then flash forward a few years and we went to Orlando Studios. My parents wanted to go on this Jaws ride with me, and I'm like, no way am I gonna get attacked by this mechanical shark. And then my sister wanted me to go on this E.T. ride. I'm like, no. My parents gave me a choice. I had to choose either one. So I chose what I thought would be the less scary of the two. I chose the E.T. ride. Huge mistake. Oh my god. I was seriously immediately surrounded by my worst nightmare. And at the end of the ride, E.T. would be sitting on like this top shelf, and he would say goodbye to you by name. So it'd be like, goodbye, Rachel. I was terrified. I was literally in tears. Now, I mean, my parents didn't always like torture me with like scary roller coasters and creepy rides. My cousins also had these pet snakes. I hate snakes. They're so creepy. I mean, like, where are their legs? How do they move? It's not natural. Anyway, Dad would chase me around the house with these freaky little snakes. I hated it. And there was this one time we took a trip to the zoo, and Dad would pick me up so I could see all the animals, and like we went to this, where the snakes and the spiders are. Well, he picks me up, shows me this huge tarantula. It was like that big. It was huge. And it jumped at me. I screamed so loud that everybody just kind of stopped and stared at me. So embarrassing. Well, I'm just gonna go hide in the corner now. If you'd like to see more videos like these, click down below to subscribe. Goodbye!